These things I'm going to be talking about are peculiar to the University of Ibadan Medical School, aka First and Best. First and Best. I mean, what should we they call ourselves? Anyways, we call us first and last. Maybe meet someone.
Okay, let's go.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dr. Dempsey, and if you can sense it, I'm so excited to be here today. Your faces are good. You have just seen my face for the first time. Where have you been? Níbo lẹ wà láti join fún ìta àti dá YouTube channel yìí sílẹ̀? Anyway, you're welcome. If you have not yet subscribed, I don't understand. Like, somebody shows up for you like this every week for the past 3 months and you cannot support. You cannot show love. Please show some love. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. How can I forget to talk about my returning subscribers? You guys have been sticking with me. Every time I upload a new video, you come to watch. I love you. Kisses. Yeah, take your kiss, drop your kiss. Anyways, today I'm super excited because I'm going to be filming MB experience, or the part 1 MB experience. If you have been following my videos all like back to back, you know that I have been intentional about taking my sweet time to explain everything about clinical school to you. I even brought my friend who had a repeat experience to share his experience with you, and I'm sure that many people were really encouraged by that video. So this video is going to be about the MB experience. Now the MB experience is different for different people, but I'm going to give you the holistic view, right? Now I'm going to do this video in like 2 parts. I'm going to be talking about the general experience, how to prepare, and I'm also going to be talking about my own personal experience, right? And what is expected of you basically for the part 1 MBBS examination. Now let me introduce the part 1 MBBS examination to you properly. This is the very first professional exam you're going to be writing in medical school, and it is the toughest. Yes, it's the toughest. Some people may beg to differ, but I believe it's the toughest because I'm going to be giving you 5 reasons why I believe that it's tough, so that you can actually see that it's actually tough. Now, this is a disclaimer that I'm putting out here, right? These things I'm going to be talking about are peculiar to the University of Ibadan Medical School, aka First and Best. First and Best. I mean, what should we they call ourselves? Anyways, we call us first and last. Maybe we need someone. Now, why is the part 1 MBBS exam tough? Why is there so much hype about part 1 MB? There is hype because it is what the hype. Number 1 reason why it is tough is because of the volume of content that you have to study. The volume of content that you have to study is massive. It is humongous. It is voluminous. It is humongous. The volume of content is obviously, if you have been watching my previous videos, I've showed you how big the Kids Small Girls Anatomy textbook is, no stock of the other textbooks. So all what you have to study is so voluminous. That's why it's tough. Number 2 reason why it is tough is because of your naivety to the exam. I mean, this is not the same thing as what you've been doing before, and there's this first time fear or first timer fear that makes you just scared of something you've never done before. This is completely different. This is a different ballgame. You are naive to the exam. You've never done it before, except you did it in your mother's room, which I don't think so, but you've not done this exam before, so that's why it's tough. Number 3 reason why it's tough is because it is a completely brand new system. It is a completely brand new system of testing exams. It's a completely brand new system of reading or preparation and everything. This is different from your secondary school experience. What you need to do is have your notes, the exact notes, and then your teacher can literally list your questions from your notes. You don't need to stress yourself. It's also different from the WAEC JAMB and all those other ones that you wrote, right? This is a professional exam that's going to make you a doctor. So it is very important. And yes, I'm a believer proudly. And one of the scriptures that I love the most was when Jesus was telling the disciples that you cannot pour new wine into old wineskins. Well, that's what most of us do. If you watch the video of my friend that I brought up to tell us about his failure experience, one of the problems that he said that he had in retrospect was that he was doing things in the old way. He was using the previous ways of reading, of studying, of preparation. He did not know that this system requires a switch up. In medical school, you can't be reading like you're in secondary school, you're in 100 level. This is a completely different ball game entirely. So you cannot pour new wine into old wine skins. If not, what will happen? Everything will scatter. I don't want your life to scatter. I don't want your career to scatter. So you have to make sure that you put the new one in new ones. You have to get a new system of studying, a new system of reading. Let's evolve with the process of medical school, right? Don't stay stuck. Is that what I read? Rigidity, they say, is the energy of a fool. Think about it. Now, the first reason why MB Part 1 is tough is because there's a short time to prepare. In fact, first of all, there's a short time to learn, and then there's also a short time to prepare for the exam, because you're coming from a workload of lectures, classes, practicals, clinicals, everything. Everything is just on you, and they just give you one meager, like 1 week, or if they are generous, 2 weeks to prepare for the exam. It is so much fair. There's nothing that is fair in medical school. Let's be very truthful about it. There's nothing fair in medical school. But I'm not here to talk about what is fair or what is not fair. But it's actually not fair. Or fair. Because some people go to school to study these courses separately. Anatomy separately, physiology separately, bike separately for 4 years. You compress the entire schedule into 18 months. The entire schedule of 4 years separately. That's 4 times 3, 12 years. You compress into 18 months, but 2 years. And then you expect us to read for it in 2 weeks. So it's a tough exam because of we have a short time to prepare. In fact, my school, they always give us 2 weeks to prepare for exam. And those 2 weeks, it's not like the 2 weeks. Before you know it, the 2 weeks are gone, because some of us are just like trying to sit down and put our head down and understand what is Part 1 MB at that time. So that's why it's a tough exam to prepare for. The last reason, now there are other reasons, but the fifth reason that I highlighted that makes MB1 a tough exam is because it is very determining. This is an exam that determines whether you're going to go to clinical school or not. In my school, it was going to determine whether you cross over to UCH for the clinical part of your study, right? So it's a very determining exam. That's why it is also tough. So you're under the tension and the pressure of, oh, I have to pass so that I can cross. I have to pass so that I can cross, right? So that's what makes it a very tough exam. But you can overcome. And I'm going to give you practical ways to study for your MB1 exam.